Hello, welcome to Teacher Mwalimu Debut Podcast. My name is George Moniki. With me today, I'm with a leader, a man of the people in Meru County, a leader who has led the teaching profession under the wing of KUPPET. He is a father. He's a man who is approachable. I have encountered him not once, not twice. I can't even count. He has been in your staff room. He has been visiting you to see how you're doing in the grassroots. He has been visiting us even in benevolence, whereby we are sending off our loved ones. He has been in sports. He's a man whose reputation exceeds him. With me in this podcast today, I'm pleased to welcome Mr. Morris Njira. Karibu Bwana Njira.
Thank you, Mwalimu. My name is Njira Mudomi Morris, serving as the KUPPET chairman from 2021 and a teacher at Ramadi Secondary School. I've been in teaching for the last 18 years and done all sorts of things. I'm also a herder of the church called MCK and a community leader because I practice dairy farming. I also serve in a dairy cooperative society where I serve as the chairman of one of those cooperative societies. This is a good thing, particularly when I see teachers being innovative and coming up with such innovations. It is part of what in the leadership of the union I talk about other ways of making money, other ways of finding a few coins and resources, because in one of my mantras that when you have small money, then the big money is protected.
True.
And I want to welcome other teachers to come up with such it looks a very good studio.
Thank you very much.
I didn't know it's coming from a colleague teachers. So I'm amazed. And,
Thank you.
No, that is me.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Having taught for all these years, being in the teaching fraternity, being under various principals, being in various staff rooms, and meeting various teachers and interacting with them, especially in Meru County, what would you say are the biggest challenges that the teachers are going through?
Thank you very much. Once again, I want to say thank you because teachers in 2021 trusted me to be the chairman, KUPPET Meru branch. And teachers having elevated me into that position, I have and good view and somehow looked at some of the many challenges
Yes.
teachers have. There are some schools where the environment is toxic, probably the management or the administration and the teachers don't see eye to eye, they don't agree in many things.
Yeah.
And through experience, you cannot solely blame the managers. At times, even our teachers have issues. And that is why I think the most disturbing thing to me is that we must, in one way, revise the code of conduct because it has been written as if it's very punitive in all its clauses. I think it's the high time, and when I become the executive secretary,
Yes.
because that's the position I'm looking for on 28th February 2026, those are some of the changes we must initiate so that we can see how we can revise that code of conduct. Number two, the serious challenge the teachers face. One is issue of financial literacy. And if given an opportunity to serve teachers,
Yes.
then we must come up with what I call teachers fun day. And in this fun day, it should run for 2 months or 1 month, whereby teachers will be relaxed to air their views on a very friendly manner. During the climax of that Teachers' Day, then teachers will come together and we will have a men's conference. And men will discuss serious issues affecting men. Because we have lost a number of teachers who have been interdicted in the time I've served as the union because of immoral behavior. So when we meet as men conference, then we'll ask ourselves, what is it, this which we cannot avoid, which makes a teacher lose a job after having gone to primary, gone to secondary, gone to college, 24 years becomes waste because of a relationship between a teacher and a student. That one we must do candid discussions so that we can see how it can be averted, because I think it's just practice. It's a bad spirit, and I think that spirit is not good. Number two, we'll also talk about money issues. Most of our teachers engage in betting. We have had people, teachers who have been taken to rehab because they are betting.
Yes.
I hear the Gen Z call it aviator.
Yes.
It's an app. I don't know how it functions.
You are told to become a captain
Lakini
of a plane.
nasikia iko na kandege.
Kandege.
And it normally it has always collapsed.
It has always flew away.
Yes, with your
the
money.
money.
So in that kind of a discussion,
Yes.
I'll be bringing experts
Yes.
to talk to our teachers to tell them you can also become rich overnight. If you have been employed 3 years, 1 year, 2 years,
Yes.
and you want to drive a Subaru, which the principal is driving, and the principal has been in teaching profession for 24 years, we will be telling our people to run their race so that you can at one given time grow slowly. Number two, we'll be asking them, what else do you do? I can personally say, I keep a small cows. I'm a dairy farmer. I get small coins. Someone else has a coffee plantation. Others have macadamia. They have avocados. These things or this kind of business you engage in should also not distract the performance of the learners. You must be able to balance time, and on the other hand, you should not only rely on the payslip. But the key point is that make sure for you to be blessed, if God gives you another opportunity to do a small business, know that the key goal, the key business you have in school is to make sure that that child God has entrusted you with, you don't waste your time in business and now you fail to teach. Like now, this broadcast of yours,
Yes.
you cannot be doing it when you have lessons.
True.
Even if you get money from this kind of broadcast,
Yeah.
and you are not teaching the kids, then of course it is not good, it is not morally upright, but we will encourage teachers to make sure at least they are doing something on that kind of thing. Another challenge I have experienced with teachers is mental issues.
Yeah.
The other day we had a teacher from Bishop Jiru who hanged himself.
Yes.
We had a teacher who had from another school who had taken these pesticides and
Yes.
we must dig out and find out what is this stressing teachers.
Yes.
One issue is about loans. If you take loans which you cannot be able to service, of course you'll be under duress and you will have stress. So we'll be discouraging teachers to take loans which are not planned for.
Yeah.
And number two, to look for credible institutions which look at the interest. Because I understand there are some microfinances which are charging a loan of 98% per annum, and they are very quick to give those loans. So we will be discouraging teachers to practice the mode of savings and then you borrow.
Talking of microfinances, I believe most teachers within this county have encountered texts of being invited to borrow loans. I actually have very many texts Uh, do you have any that you'd advise, or you advise teachers to go and find out for themselves?
No, I don't want to mention specific
Yes.
microfinances
Yes.
because I might be charged of um, trying
Yeah.
kuharibu biashara ya wengine,
Ni
you see.
ukweli, ni ukweli, ni
But
ukweli.
teachers are wise.
Yes.
I'm telling them, look at the interest rate. When you see an interest rate which is 90, 80, sijui 4% per month, that's a very high interest rate.
That's very high.
And on a personal way of it, the best way I advise teachers is to save, then borrow. Because that savings, you will also enjoy it even in your retirement. So that's my advice to teachers. Avoid those microfinances like plague. Those are charging high interest rates.
But now, Bwana Njira,
Yes, Mwalimu.
when you join this profession, especially, let me address the part of men. You're told that now that you have a permanent job, so the next thing you do is get a loan, buy land, build, and then get married. What do you think about this system? Could it be the reason why maybe men, because we see it's men who are hanging themselves, could it be the reason why men are getting to a point whereby they cannot hold it anymore? What could be the reason?
I think the reason why I'm saying we must have a discussion is so that we can have experts, we can have teachers
Yeah.
who have progressed in one or the other, and we exchange ideas. If your priority is to get a job, get a loan, buy a land, and put a house, then we will have others who argue it in a different way.
Yeah.
And personally, I'm of that school of thought.
Yes.
I'm of that school of thought that you cannot get into teaching today. This next month you have taken your loan, maybe of 1.8. Maybe your wife is a teacher, also takes a loan of the same, put a very good 4-bedroom house, close to 3 million. Then wait for the next 7 years to service that loan. It's a good thing because you will avoid rent and what have you. But my school of thoughts, and I don't have monopoly of knowledge. My school of thought is that if you can take that loan, then take that loan to invest.
Yeah.
Then from the proceeds of the investment, you can be able now to put up a very good house where you can live. Because again, you can limit yourself. At this beginning, you can put up a house. Probably you don't know how God will manifest you. So you start seeing the kind of house you built is not worth the comfort of a teacher.
Very true.
And I've seen it happen. Unaona kuna mtu alijenga nyumba after miaka 10 ya kufanya kazi, anaanza kubomoa, anaona hii sio ile design nilikuwa nataka. That patience is good. My school of thought is that if you can get somewhere to invest, then you use that money you have invested to do such big projects. To me, I want to keep that. But during that day, we will have experts, we will have teachers who are retiring, who are joining. We will have men's conference. On the other side, the rent teachers will have their conference, talk about the challenges. Because the financial challenges cut across ladies and also men. But men have also their serious issues which we will have to discuss, like the one I mentioned earlier. Also, ladies, also, you have seen serious broken families. They are part of the stresses which come to school. Because when you are not comfortable at home, then you are also not comfortable at school. Your age, because you are a young man, the people of your age, hawataki kuvumilia, hamutaki kusolve vitu na dialogue. So if you get into a relationship, know their ups and downs. We will also be advising people that lazima wavumiliane so that life can continue, because life is full of challenges.
I think teachers in Meru County cannot wait for that session. Personally, I'll be there.
I'm kindly keep encouraging that this is the best man for the
Yes.
seat of executive secretary.
Honestly, we young men, the new in the profession, young ladies, we need this. And this man says that he's vying for the executive secretary Meru County. I think you would be the perfect. Now, Mr. Njira, you've talked about toxic environment whereby there's disagreement. Let's not talk about among teachers, but the teachers and the head of institutions. You find that if I am the principal, there are instances whereby if I don't like you, or if I don't like your ideology so much, I even force your transfer. Uh, Somehow a teacher ends up getting victimized, maybe for raising their opinions. What would you do? Let's say you are executive secretary today. What would you do about that situation?
Um, One thing you should understand is that principals are also members of the union, COPET.
Yes.
And I think in these kind of discussions, we will be calling the principals who
Yeah.
are our ends of institutions,
Yes.
telling them that in all cases, it does not mean that this principle has an issue. If you identify an issue with a teacher, teacher A, teacher B, is missing classes, is coming to school drunk, yes, understand the first thing we have talked about, the serious issue of mental wellness is real. I will be urging them to understand these kind of young teachers. And before you take a pen to interdict,
Yeah.
in my leadership, if I become the executive secretary, then I will be calling upon the principals also to tell the EAs, now there is a problem in my school. Teacher A, B, C, D is having issues. Then I will come so that we can help this teacher. Remember the TSC, I came up with a very good thing we call a teammate. We can volunteer and take one teacher to be the coach.
True.
Or even now the ES to mentor that teacher so that we can see if that teacher can improve. Number two, we'll also be telling them, our principals, create a conducive environment, motivate your staff, because the only way we will have serious working relationship, I take it in this manner, and this is what I'll be telling them. If you are a principal, you are the father or mother of that school. And if you are a teacher, even if you are older than the principal, then you are a daughter or a son of that mother in that school. And even if there are conflicts, because conflicts will always be there. When we take one another in that kind of relationship, then we are going to solve our problems amicably in a family way setup. It will not escalate to interdiction. It will not escalate to punitive punishment, because if a father serves or a mother serves children with very all through, and they go and say, Mom, hii diet ya shule, see how you can improve it. The kind of approach is good in that manner. That is the kind of leadership we will be telling our principals and our teachers to form a father, daughter, mother, son, daughter relationship in that school. Because the common agenda is the child of Kenya who is in that school, who has come to learn. You see, also, you should be a motivation. The teacher should motivate those students in a manner, even the way you behave. Like the way you are very now smartly dressed.
Thank you.
If you are teaching those girls already, they see the reason why they shouldn't be a teacher.
True.
But if you have a teacher probably who you are very shaggily dressed and what have you, then you are also discouraging them. Watauliza tunataka kuwa mwalimu wa aina gani? Those are some of the things we must bring on board. And then we be brothers keeper. If you're in a staff room, Yule mwalimu wa kuharibu kazi anaonekananga mapema. And I think one of the challenges is pombe. Na hiyo ndio nasema, let not the teacher be interdicted. There is a rehab. Let's stop that teacher so that teacher can change that kind of behavior na atakuwa msawasawa.
Thank you very much, Bwana Morris. Now, at around September thereabouts, if I'm not wrong, the president invited a number of teachers to the State House and promised promotions. But in Meru County, especially like for me, when I entered the staff room, I discovered there are teachers who have been stagnated in some job groups. I don't know whether in your teaching period you have encountered such scenarios, and if you have, when you become executive secretary of Meru County, how are you going to ensure that when the president says or when a directive comes from above, that it is really felt in the ground by the teacher in Meru County?
Thank you. That has been a serious debate. And even like now you see competition is competition. The critics of the leadership we have been, they will argue that when you get positions, you will force or push for promotion of all teachers. It's not the correct position. Because what normally happens, like when the president had called teachers, the number is 25,000, which has been promoted. He's saying that they will earn another billion, so that now the promotions will be 50,000 teachers per year.
Yes.
But if you look at our county, it is disadvantaged. The counties with a large number of teachers are disadvantaged. Because I think the TSC uses that number, divides it with 47 counties. And now you see a county with 600 teachers like Isiolo, compared to Meru with around 6,000 teachers, then we are discriminated in terms of number.
Yes.
So we will be petitioning, if I become the ES, the parliament and the TSC to see sense that it will be one teacher, one vote, one promotion. The way they young it in the other world.
You said one teacher,
one vote, one promotion.
Correct.
That way, we will be able to see that prorata, they call it prorata way of doing things. Even in circles, normal practice, there is no way if you have invested 1 million, you can get the same dividends with someone who has put 200.
Very true.
We must push, and I will be very, very firm on this to see that that kind of mantra, one teacher, one vote, one promotion, come to realization. Number two, we had proposed the scrapping of grade C4 and D2.
Yeah.
We had proposed that when you get to C2, you get automatic promotion after 3 years, to C3 and then C5.
Yeah.
And you sit for an interview only when you are going to be an administrator. And I think that push can only be done by an executive secretary who sits in the National Governing Council. Whereas the chairman does not sit in the National Governing Council. I'm looking for your mandate so that my voice can be earned at the higher office there. And then I'll be giving serious feedbacks on what is going on.
All right. On promotions and also in the staff room setup, we have scenarios whereby you hear a certain department does not have enough teachers, and you find that the workload, maybe for one teacher in a certain school, it's overburdening, and some teachers even get burnout because of inadequate staff. When you become executive secretary of Meru County, Kupet, what are you going to do about this so that a teacher can have normal teaching lessons and maybe be able to deliver?
In fact, that's a very tricky question for a unionist. Because if your comfort is disturbed at maybe where you teach, Yororo, and maybe a school in the same sub-county is named of a teacher. You see now, as a unionist, I would defend the comfort of this other teacher vis-a-vis now you who they understaffing. So I think the government has improved on issues of teacher employment. And I think this kind of understaffing is coming to an end. And the other thing probably is now to tell the management to look for a teacher who can be employed by the board of management as the TSC tries to sort staffing issues.
Okay.
For an unionist, staffing issues is a delicate case to handle.
Okay.
Because the union is not the employer. The employer is the teacher service commission. And remember, they say you should teach a minimum of 28 lessons.
Yeah.
So probably when you have more than those, then you can come and tell the principal, I think something should be done.
I am telling you that today I have a really amazing man. He has a vision for the teacher in Meru County. He has a strategy. He has delivered before. And from what I have heard is that he is ready to deliver again. Njira. Now, let's move to this issue that was there the other day for the government proposing to scrap hardship allowances, especially for the teachers in Meru County. What is your position on that proposal?
I think that was first of all misinformation from the government side. And because it was communicated from a certain ministry,
Yes.
I think to teachers, we cannot allow such a thing to happen. One, the international labor laws do not allow reduction of a salary. Number two, the CBA, which was deposited to the courts now, has anchored this kind of hardship. It is negotiated. It was negotiated by the union. When an allowance is negotiated, then it cannot be struck anyhow. Number three, even the courts themselves saying that the TSC does not have that mandate. So I think the issue of scrapping hardship allowance is, to me, is an issue for now. And in fact, I will be pushing for some areas to be added in that hardship kind of area. If you look at Imend Central, the line which is bordering Tharaka, it should be hardship.
Yeah, true.
Because the next school is in hardship. Look at Bori, some signs of Bori.
Yeah.
They also
Like
require
it, yeah.
to be entrenched in hardship areas. If you even look at Tigania and Imend North and even some schools in part of Uganda,
Yeah.
I think there is serious discrepancy that these schools should be entrenched or rather should be added in the list of hardship. We will be, if I become the ES, I will be petitioning the members of the parliament so that those areas can be condemned as hardship areas and teachers of these areas start benefiting because it is hardship
Yeah.
as it is pronounced.
Now, talking of CBA negotiation, sometimes teachers are left out. Now, what will you do to ensure that teachers are informed on these CBA negotiations when they take place?
That's a good question because one of my key campaign pillars is digitalizing Meru Kupet, whereby we will have a website. And this website will have all information, may it be CBA negotiations, may it be communication from the office, may it be communication from the ministry. In fact, the union now will be the eye to listen to any important communication and verify it. Because at times again, people, teachers can fall prey of gutter press, where they can have serious misinformation. In this website, we will be vetting anything which comes to it, so that it will be very credible information. So about CBA, we'll put it there. We will put issues, particularly benevolent fund and any other account where union money needs to be accounted. For example, if you have a case of a member whom you have lost,
Yes.
then you will key in there, and then after putting information there, because we have enough human resource, then we will be able to sort you. In fact, within 72 hours after you have reported that you have lost your loved ones. We want to be very, very, very effective and my leadership. Number two, the documentation of union issues is the mandate of the executive secretary.
Yes.
And I think if I become the executive secretary, then any necessary document will be put in that website. Number two, we will have bulk messaging to communicate to teachers on various issues. May it be meetings, may it be AGMs, may it be anything. They will not lack that kind of bulk messaging coming from corporate mail, because we will have all phone numbers for our teachers. So in my leadership, communication will be very, very, very effective.
Thank you very much, Njira, because that would go a great length in informing teachers. Now, having been a leader, a chairman in your tenure, sometimes when the opponent is campaigning or selling their agenda, they seem to suggest that you've really done nothing during the term that you've been the chair Kupet. How would you respond to such allegations?
I'm very happy for that question, because if you use comparative way of looking at things, teachers who have been in the union will attest that the energy I brought in 2021 was not there. I can comfortably say that we were able to buy a van, and this van is given freely to teachers whenever they have issues. I can comfortably say that we have partnered with sports, games, science, and drama and music, whereby we have provided water and trophies for all those 4 years. We have been able to do that, and even given cash allowance for teachers who have and certificate for teachers who have gone to national in games and drama, and because music has a number of classes, there are even direct entries. Those teachers who have been number 1, 2, and 3 in the national music festival. There is money called which is deducted from our payslip. We call it social welfare money or value benevolent fund. We improved that money from 20,000 for a principal member to 50,000. I think you are getting the percentage of increase. That's when you know that
more than 100 actually.
The critics will always attack. In fact, the vision, I don't think they have a serious agenda for the teachers, because at times you must attack from uninformed information.
True.
So if you cannot get those small facts right, statistics right, then I don't think you deserve to train teachers. But teachers will judge us by our character in that manner. Back to the increment, the spouse was at 15 and we now give 40,000. The
good.
child was at 10, we give 30. The parents were at 8, we give 15. And the in-laws were at 5, and we give 10. And we are among the very few branches which cater for parents and parents-in-law. Others will cater for nuclear family. But we found it worth, and so this is where the bulking of that resources goes to.
Yeah.
And to me, I think we have been able to streamline that. If you listen to, because you mentioned critics,
Yeah.
I want to leave it to teachers to evaluate
Yeah.
The things Njira is saying will do, the things those opponents will do, and look, internalize them and see the fact. Because I've heard someone say this money can be used to even pay school fees for every child of a teacher who dies.
Yeah.
If 4 teachers die, like as we speak, as we do this interview, we have lost 3 teachers this week. If each of them had 4 children, those are 12.
Yeah.
Or even 3.
Yeah.
Those are 9. Or even 2.
Yeah.
Those are 6.
Yes.
Is it possible for 200 to pay school fees for those children?
No.
Honestly,
No. It would
I want the teachers to evaluate.
Yeah.
I think I've also heard them whereby they want to do kind of things which are not seriously practical and discriminate. Because I've heard them say they will pay school reps at a rate of 3,000 per month. We have around 700 junior schools and around 400 senior schools. That are around 1,100 schools.
Yeah.
That's 3.3. Meru branch receives around 1.6 million.
Yeah.
You can see they are just attacking. I think I don't know if those things are not realistic, they are not real. They just want to weak teachers with mundomotamu na matendo hakuna. I want to tell teachers to evaluate. When we say we have serious issues like mental illness, and the Njira says we'll address them in this manner. When we say this money will be seriously accounted daily. In fact, in my leadership, it will not be accounted even at the AGMs. It will be accounted daily because we have a website. We want to digitalize Kupet. And the team I have is very supportive. I think we will manage to streamline a number of things in Kupet leadership as a CEO.
Wow. This is very, very, very nice. I am actually loving it. I feel like being a teacher in the next tenure of our to be executive secretary, like it's going to be heaven. I feel like we're going to have a wonderful time in our working areas. I feel like things are going to be better. Today, I'm hosting this good man, a man who is hardworking. I know him, I have met him, and he has told us and made it clear that he'll be in the ballot come end of February to vie for executive secretary Kupet in Meru County. Bwana Njira, why do you think you are the right candidate for that position?
Thank you very much. I think that's a very, very good question because in any position you aspire, you must be an agenda.
True.
One, if you look at character-wise, I think I can confidently say that I'm a candidate of good character, a person who will account for the union resources, a person who will have empathy in terms of that when teachers' issue are mentioned, Njira will be there. And I've demonstrated that because we have had serious issues where teachers have been interdicted, dismissed because of one or two things, and we have helped them be reinstated.
Sure.
And even that during period of that serious struggle, Njira has always been there with teachers.
Yeah.
Call it wedding, call it ratio, call it everything. Njira will always be available for teachers when they are making merit and even when they are in serious difficulties. So in terms of zeal, energy, I beat all my opponents. In terms of focus and having a manifesto which is achievable, again, I want to tell the teachers to scrutinize all our manifestos, and they will see that Njira is saying what he will do, and he means it because he has been tested in one way or the other, and he has not disappointed teachers.
Let's say you become the secretary executive Kuppet Meru County today. How would you ensure that there is harmony of purpose within Kuppet itself, in Meru County or beyond, if possible?
I am a leader who is very consultative,
Yeah.
and any other time you have seen wrangles
Yeah.
is where my leaders don't consult.
Yeah.
The people teachers will put in place as their next leaders,
Yeah.
being their leader, we will seriously interact. Although you have seen teams, if I am asked, I would say probably, if I'm given the team I'm working with, then it will be very cohesive because of already we have sat, we have agreed, we have discussed several things.
Yeah.
So if you ask me as Njira, I will be propagating, if that's a for Team Njira
Yeah.
to be put in place by teachers. In that kind of cohesion will be very easy because these are teachers we have agreed.
Yeah.
But when you listen, when you consult, not even the leaders, even the teachers, tutasikiza ground and will be doing exactly what the teachers need to be done and not we as leaders what we want to do. Even at the national level, we will also put a lot of energy there to see that the message we get from our clients who are in the grassroots, it gets to the leaders who will be picked at the national level, and they understand that this union belongs to the teachers,
Yeah.
not as the leaders, but the union members must have a say and a serious say in the leadership of Kuppet.
Let's say now you've gone to the ballot and you become the executive secretary. How would you want teachers to measure your success after the first term?
Of course, that can be measured by the key things I have said. If I get God's favor and
Yeah.
teachers' favor,
Yeah.
I will do. One, we will have minimum discipline cases which go to the level of interdiction.
Yeah.
Because we'll speak with the principals, we'll speak with the teachers, we will have conferences to seal that gap. And then interdiction will be as the last resort, having tried everything else. We will also have teachers who will be economically empowered. Because remember, I said there will be issue of financial literacy.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have had challenges of teachers who go to mark. We have Meru teachers choir, we have Meru football team, and we don't have a bus. So I think in the first few days, that will be a serious agenda whereby we'll get a bus to be able to ease that burden for teachers. Number two, I will be talking to the politicians, the Meru governor, or what have you, to see if they can give us a plot, and then we put as a permanent building for the union. We can use the money we pay rent, we mortgage it, and put up a very nice office. And by the end of the tenure, we will have repaid the loan and we will have an office which will be owned by teachers of Meru. Again, I will be calling upon teachers who would want to risk and invest. We look for people who do feasibility study. They tell us an acre of a shamba in a certain place, Isiolo, Kajiado, wherever, is at this amount. and they tell us by 10 years time hii shamba itakuwa imeongeza value. Then I come sell the idea to the members, those who are willing, they go and invest there. But that will not be a corporate property. It will be teachers who have risked, teachers who have enough faith with their leader to go and invest there and benefit. A number of things we will be able to do in those first years and even the first days of me being elected as the secretary corporate. I will be a very networked kind of a years, a serious networked. Kusikiza mahali mwalimu anasaidika will be that. We even partner with Canadian NGOs and what have you to come and support corporate. We will have seminars for the newly recruited teachers so that they can be able to be taught the do's and don'ts of the code of conduct for TSC and the children acts. Because if they are not taught, they are not being inducted, that is how someone even can do serious mistakes of ignorance. And you know ignorance has no defense.
True.
So it is, the basket is full of things Njira wants to do as the years. I'm telling teachers, kindly support this endeavor, make me the years, and Meru will be great. Other branches will come to benchmark on what Meru is doing. That one I promise.